Welcome back to another episode of We Roguelike It, the show where we play every roguelike in history, matey. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpeer.
Did you just end that sentence with matey?
I sure did not. And Monkey Senior.
Hello.
It sounded like you said every roguelike in history, matey.
I'm just don't know
Go
what
and
you're
check
talking
the
about.
tape, and it sounded like you're going in theme.
Yeah. We are here to talk about second week of Blacksea Odyssey. Moonpeer said he has some hot takes here at the very beginning, so I'll start with you. Give me the hottest of hot takes about Blacksea Odyssey.
I think I really like this game.
What?
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, let's break it down really quick.
Okay.
Myself and Boston, I'm not sure so much about Monkey, but we have very much that comfort food gaming thing.
Yes.
You don't want to think, you just want to switch your brain off
think.
and play something.
Right.
It's 2020, y'all. Stop thinking. Yes, Stardew Valley is a good example of this.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for upcoming Game Club, Boston has a problem, I guess.
I definitely have not hit the halfway point of the third year at all. Not at all, matey.
So, I played a lot of this game this week.
Okay.
And in doing so, I unlocked a couple of achievements. And as we discussed in the first week, a couple of achievements equals a couple of different other things. I was wrong. It wasn't the robot guy with the top hat I unlocked. It was the fish face guy with the top hat I unlocked.
Okay.
He still looks like Cad Bane. He looks like Cad Bane. Like, he's got the cowboy hat on, and he just looks like Cad Bane from Star Wars. Whatever.
He really does. Yeah, I unlocked him too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, did you like copy this from Star Wars? Because he looks surprisingly a lot like that character. Yeah. And anyone who's not in the extended universe is like, "Who's Cad Bane?" It's like, don't ask. Just don't ask.
Google him.
But yes, I unlocked him. But also I unlocked like 5 other starting spears.
Oh, okay.
And let's talk about how much of a difference that makes to the game at large. 2 runs I want to talk about specifically. One run, I had one run which I was an idiot and the cat jumped on me and I died. But one of the spears I unlocked gives you plus 12 damage that does more damage the closer you are to the thing you're hitting.
Oh, hello.
So if you're close to somebody, you're doing, at the base damage, you're doing 24 damage on the very first level if you're right next to somebody, which is real easy to do, like fly through those levels really quick.
Right. Yeah.
I wish I could remember what spear it was. I could probably actually just let me pull up.
I'm curious what achievement this is, because that might.
I'm pulling up my console companion right now just so I can actually see what achievements I've unlocked.
Yeah.
I feel like I've unlocked that spear too. I don't know.
More than likely. But I did get Lucidity, the spear which increases your field of view and your sonar speed.
I used that one this week, yeah.
It's got such low base damage. Like, it's...
That was really... an agonizing run from a damage standpoint.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So Lucidity is like, whatever. It's like, fine.
I like it.
Yeah.
It can... Actually, like that one actually has one of the more fast attack
the fire rates. Yeah.
So it's that trade-off between speed and damage. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if the spear I unlocked is the brute spear or the brutality spear, which is the one that does critical damage. So either rip 100 things off people, that's brutality, or kill an enchanted boss, that's the brute spear. One of those two will give you the 12 damage the closer you are to the person. So that's a really, really good spear for a quick run, because you want to start, you want to get in, get the job done, and go as far as you can. Still haven't beaten the game, by the way. Monkey check-in, have you beat it yet?
Nope.
Thank God for that.
I like how you don't even ask me.
No, I know better. Come on, I've met you before.
It's because I don't like this game.
Yes. So the brute spear is good for a nice quick run. And again, at this point, I'm not thinking about stuff. I'm going in, I'm throwing my spears, I'm yanking off body parts, whatever. I am very much, this is a very good comfort food gaming thing for me right now, where I don't have to think. Spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about a visual novel on TVGP that's horrible.
Gasp.
Yes. But it's good. It's a good palate cleanser. It's a good, I've got 30 minutes. I'm just going to, do a run and make some progress kind of thing.
Agree with that.
And then I unlocked the dual spear.
Yeah. That one's my favorite one.
So, the dual spear Boston fires 2 spears instead of 1.
Okay.
But it splits the damage from 1 spear into 2.
Okay, makes sense.
Starts off at 6 damage, so each spear does 3.
Okay.
Slight problem with this. Really, really, really slow start.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent 34 minutes on the first level.
Hotch. Oof.
Because I had a nightmare boss, and I was just like, okay, 34 minutes to do the round 1, and the speedrun achievement in this game is 60 minutes, by the way.
Right.
I got to round 7 in 9 more minutes.
Whoa.
Because you take that spear, and then every single thing you pick up applies to both spears.
Oh.
So you get a lightning damage rune, and all of a sudden you're doing sick lightning damage. You get a fire damage, and everything is exploding in front of you.
Interesting.
You get the monkey recommended water one, and you get double the puddles of water coming from behind your spears as they fly in a V.
That's cool.
I had an incredible run with that and died on the 8th round of 9.
Oh, no.
I am so disappointed because I had fireballs coming around the ship. I had the air things. I had really good fire exploding on everything. Was that one of my cats? I don't know. It's so much stuff happening on the screen at once because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm doing poison damage with each spear. I'm doing lightning damage with each spear, and each spear is also doing the puddle thing. And then I got the long shot rune, which just looks like a spear. It's just like a spear kind of thing. It's not the sniper rune, it's the spear rune. And that does more damage the further away you are.
Ah.
Up to like 67 damage on the purple version of it.
Oh my god.
So I was literally staying as far back from everything as I could and just chucking my spears and looking at the little puddles of water going out and then just looking at health bars at the top of the screen because it was just like, yeah, okay, you're all dead. The thing that killed me was the stupid bug world where they've all got stupid protective shells. I hate the bug world because you need...
Place sucks.
You need to be good with harpoons in the bug world because it's like I'm doing damage to your face. But then they fly at you and their butt is exposed and you can hit the butt, but the second they stop moving, they close their wings and it's protected again. So like you've got to get really good at like ripping the faces off these bugs. That makes me sound like a sociopath. So that you can kill them as quickly as you can, and everyone's spitting spider webs at you and stunning you, so it becomes...
The spider webs are rough, man.
Yeah.
Like they just chain stun you and it's like, oh my god, come on.
Yeah. It's... I might be turning around on this game real quick. Like, I have enjoyed... The first week, I struggled. I'm not going to lie. The first week, I'm sure we all did.
I'm still struggling.
It's a bit of a struggle. As soon as I started, like, embracing the different spears and checking out different playstyles, like I said, the dual spears, get ready for a long first map. Go into that first map and hope that you get some good runes, or choose one that has a good rune drop rate. Because if you can get the dual spears upgraded, you're in for a winner. Because you just start putting down so much DPS. I think by the end, my DPS was like 90 to 140 damage per second, depending on how far away I was from somebody.
Wow,
pretty good.
I turn the volume all the way down. I listen to a podcast because I can't. I just get deafened by the all the time. So my volumes is not mute, but down low.
Yeah.
And I'm just listening to a podcast. And it's just like, I'm just going to throw some spears around. Enjoy the strange, ridiculous fishing style, art style on this, which is what it made me think of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might be turning around on this game in a very strong way. Monkey, what about you?
I do think it's fun. I just think it is very poorly made. So like I might be harsh on it because like I work in QA, you know.
Yeah.
But like, so I was streaming this week, and it felt like every other game I played, I got this glitch where I could not throw my spear.
Okay.
Oh,
Like the only thing I could do is throw the harpoon.
that's
And
real
like,
bad.
yeah, it's really rough with just the harpoon, but that did make me a lot better with the harpoon. So
Yes.
trade-offs.
Yeah.
I would rather like impose that limitation myself, but the game forces me to.
Mhm.
And like even with the dual spear, I had a really good run with that, and I got to probably like the 7th round, and that glitch happens to me again, and I was doing so much damage with the spear, and then I can't even use it, and it's just like, of course I'm gonna die. Like,
It's a bummer. I mean, you're just having nothing but problems with the Switch version, huh?
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm curious, because I know I run into it every now and again where if you accidentally press the left trigger, I've had it where it's locked it in, so I can't use my spear, and it just throws the harpoon. But I wonder if it's like if you just click the left trigger a little too much and it charges to that first stage, then even pulling the right trigger throws the harpoon. But then as soon as I've thrown it the once, then I can start firing the spears. Like, so I wonder if it's something similar that's happened to me, but it just kind of kicks itself out of it, so I don't notice it.
Right.
Yeah, like once that glitch happens, like for the rest of that round, at least it's just for that round. If I manage to beat the boss with just the harpoon, like the next round I can throw a spear again. But like that was really frustrating because on that run that I got really far in, I got a legendary rune, and I was like, "Oh, this is super cool."
I saw one in the shop, but it was like 900 credits, and I had like 400.
That one I got was it did every elemental damage.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, this is really cool. And then I can't use my spear, so I can't use the rune. Like,
that's a winning run if I've ever heard of one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the main thing that I had to deal with this week. Is just, and it was so frustrating because, like you said, it is pretty fun, and then it locks me out of a whole. Like, there's only 2 things you can do, and it locks me out of a whole one of them. So
then that's the one that you also can affect the damage on too. Like, the harpoon's pretty solidly locked into a low damage thing. Like, having not the capability to use that primary attack, the one that you put all the upgrades into, that it's like, fine, you want to lock me out of the harpoon with a glitch? I'm okay with that. I'll hit every other spot on this boss.
Yeah.
I don't care. But lock me out of the spears, and that's a headache that I don't want.
Man.
Oh, that as you were saying, like the super slow start for the dual spear, the harpoon does, or I feel like the harpoon makes that a lot faster if you just only do charging. That's a very
good idea, actually.
Yeah, because that glitch happened to me once, like on the very first round, and I had to use the harpoon, and I was like, I'm killing these things a lot faster than I would with the dual harpoon. So
interesting.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
I might have to give that a go then. Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's so weak. Like,
it's very weak.
So weak when you first start. So that's actually a very good idea. I might just start throwing my poon around again. Crazy.
Yeah. All right. Any last thoughts about Blacksea Odyssey this week?
What did you think of it, Mr. Boston?
I do not like this game at all. I don't want to keep playing it.
I feel that.
And I so rarely feel like this about games. Everything this game does at the beginning does its best job to push you away. And I feel more excited that you guys are finally you're finally finding your footing, and like the game is really taking off. It's just the beginning feels so rough when you have one character and you have one spear, and they're both not that great, and levels take forever to play, and it is a struggle to fire the game up to play it.
Honestly, I would pay attention to the bounties that you pick. Like, on that start, like, let's not even talk about the menu controls if you want to talk about poorly made. But on that main screen, go to the bottom, go to the right, and hit the bounty board thing, and then you just get the levels that you can select on there, and it shows every bit of information about all of them.
Right.
Go to that and just go, okay, what do I need? I need rune upgrades, so I'm going to go in a level that has rune upgrades.
Right.
I've got a couple of them now. I need keys, so I can open chests. I'm going to go to one that has a high key drop. Like, my suggestion at the start is just on that bounty board, pick one that has runes, like an increased percent of rune drops.
Okay.
Just because that lets you upgrade faster, which lets you then make not better but smarter choices. Like then you can go in and be like, okay, I just want keys this round because I want to open all the chests and get all the credits and buy all the goodies from the shop.
Right.
So use that bounty board thing on the bottom. Don't try and go from dot to dot to dot. Just go to the bottom, go to the right.
I don't know
and pick
why
it from there.
that's not just the default. Like
open
up. Like that's why are you gonna make me scroll around?
Especially
the map?
when that map, like there's a dot directly below it, and you hit down, and it goes to the one to the right, and then you hit down, and it goes back to the one you were previously at. It's like,
why?
Okay, the directions mean nothing.
All right, I'll try and do that then this week. I'll focus on smarter upgrade path. We'll at least try and unlock some additional harpoons.
The brute one is well, brute or the brutality. You'll get them both one way or the other. The dual shot one is unlocked by having 20 items at once.
Okay.
So way you can get that one is just go into ones with runes and chests or keys specifically.
Yeah.
And then when you get like a mine or something in your inventory, don't use them. I never use any of those like consumable items.
Plus, they never tell you what they do. So.
Yeah. They do. You just have to hit the menu and then move your little finger down to it and then highlight it, and it tells you what it does.
So slow. Yeah, but we're doing it for the show. I'm gonna keep sticking with it. I'm gonna keep, I'm gonna give it the old college try and really put it through its paces and see how it goes. But so far, I'm not enjoying it.
Obviously, I'm not holding it to the same pantheon as this. But how many people bounced off Isaac because of how hard it was at the start?
100%, yeah. But I feel like some of our favorite roguelikes have maybe a more welcoming early ramp into the game. Like Isaac is very difficult, but it's easy to control. It runs fairly well. It's not the best at explaining goals, but at least getting into and starting the game is fairly straightforward. So
and whereas this one you can go straight into level 6 and just like okay.
Right now I'm gonna die.
I got one shot at one. Yeah. All right, well, thank you very much everyone for joining us for Blacksea Odyssey Week 2. We'll see you all next run.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.